And we're back, guys, in the studio tonight. Welcome to Tennis After Dark. I'm your host, Good Energy. Happy Juneteenth to everyone that just appreciates freedom and just fighting for what you believe in. And Queen win, Katarina. This match was suspended due to the rain. Grass season is always tough here. And I want to take a look here. This match is in progress, and Katarina is doing her thing. Now, the last time, the head-to-head is 1-1, but the last time these two played, Katarina had to withdraw, and I felt Queen was going to win that match anyway. But right now, Queen Win's down, and a big letdown match, right? After you beat Osaka and put up, 20, what? I don't know, was it 23 aces or something like that? Big letdown match. Everyone's going to ride Queen Win. And the problem with this matchup is Katarina has these just low flat balls that Queen Win, she can't get under them. She's uncomfortable returning Katarina. I saw that for my own eyes both times they've played. But this is a match where you can get Queen Win plus money to win a set. So right now she's plus 130 to win at least one set. It's simple. She either comes back and wins the first set, which probably might not happen, but the fact she has a break, she can game plan. She's got a very good coach in Reba. Just win the second set. So take her now to win at least a set. Plus 130. That's the pick, guys. Queen Win to win a set. And someone's going to have to win it in three. Big game. Jesse P. and Donna Vekic. This is going to be a good matchup here. I think an underrated matchup. Now, Pegula is a slight favorite. And I think this is a dangerous match because Donna's got a fast ball. And Pegula is not the most athletic player. She's disciplined. She's fundamentally sound. She does everything really, really good. And that's what makes her a great, consistent player. Because I can't think of anything that she's just not good at, right? She's good from A to Z. All the checklist items, she has it. Vekic, not necessarily so, but her power makes up for a lot that she lacks, especially coming forward, defending short balls. I wouldn't say Vekic is a great defensive player, right? The numbers show, but this is a matchup here where I think her power has the ability to dictate pace. Pegula does own the head that they played a couple years ago at Wimbledon. I like the win Vekic had over Julie Niemeyer, who's very good on grass and clay, good variety, very powerful. And the fact that she's warmed up to the courts, I think the first set goes over 8.5. I think both ladies will win service games. That's a pick. Marketa taking on Anna Kalinskaya. This is going to be a good match, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Marketa, good variety. Her game is suited for clay, even though she didn't necessarily believe her game was good for grass. I'm sorry, did I say clay? It is good for clay, for sure. She made the French Open Championship. But I think it's also suited for grass. And she hasn't necessarily believed that, right? She said going into Wimbledon last year, she had no expectations to win Wimbledon. But she had a great season, guys. She's won 10 of her last 11 matches on grass. Huge run last year. She started things off with a bang, taking on Rebecca Masarova, who's a very powerful baseliner. We saw Anna down early to Neha Binu. And this is a matchup here where she's going to defend. She's going to get balls back, but she starts slow, and Marketa starts slow as well. So therefore, I like both ladies to hold. I'll take the first set over 8.5. Next up, Ans taking on Linda Noskova. Now, the last time these two ladies played, I was there. That was a very tough match for Ans. She was laboring, and it seemed like Linda would just not go away, guys. I'm telling you, it was a very tough, grueling match. Linda's had time to rest and recover, but last year at the U.S. Open, Ans won the first set tiebreak, lost the second set, and was able to pull it out in the third. But earlier that year in Adelaide, that was Linda's coming out party after winning the French Open against who she beat? Someone. She played pretty good in the French Open, and I felt that was a match that kind of got her on the map, right? Because she took out that entire Russian lineup. I mean, she destroyed everybody, including Ons. I mean, she beat Potapova, she beat Vika. Um, I even think she beat Ludmilla during that run, right? She just destroyed everybody. And that was the type of tournament where she just came out of the blue. No one expected her to do that. I mean, she started things off taking out Dasha in 3 sets, right? No one expected her to beat Dasha in 3 sets. And then she kept it moving, right? Not only did she take out Claire Liu in straight sets, she destroyed Claire Liu. That was very embarrassing. Then she beat Vika in 3, right? And then she went on to beat Ons. And then she beat, she lost to Sabalenka in the championship, but she did take Sabalenka to a tiebreak. And I just remember covering that tournament. Like, this girl, Linda Noskova, she reminds me of Petra Kvitova. And coming to find out, same coach, same forehand low trajectory ball. But I think Linda had a birthday present in the first round, numerical lock, taking out Kerber. I think Ons is going to stretch Linda. Linda's got a lot of power, but I think Ons is just going to stretch her front, back, side to side like a new TikTok dance move. I like Ons on the money line to get the victory here. Elena Rybakina taking on Veronika Kudermetova. This is going to be a good match. Now, Rybakina, she's back. Right? Rybakina's back. She hasn't been that active, complaining about a lot of things, but I mean, some of the things she complains about, she has a point and she makes sense. But in contrast to that, at some point you just gotta play ball. You know, at some point just play ball. You know, it is what it is. Some things you're gonna be able to change. Talk to the players association, but some things you're just not gonna change. And you know, it ain't gonna change. Just play. You know, play. If you can't play, don't play. But at some point, just if you spend 5 minutes complaining about something, a lot of times you just wasted 5 minutes because it's not going to change, right? Some things just going to be the way they are. That's why the world is round, you know. The reality here is Rybakina is back. Now, Kudermetova is hot. She's done what she needed to do. She's come through qualifiers. She took out Stabel, Day, and Ludmilla. If she beats Ludmilla, she can definitely beat Rybakina here. Now, the head-to-head, she's never beat Rybakina, and it's probably not going to happen here. So we'll take Rybakina to come out with Rocket to win the first set. That's the pick, but she better be careful because Kudermetova's warmed up to the surface. But we'll take the value with Rybakina to win the first set. Sabalenka and Dasha. Dasha's great on every surface. She's very athletic, great stamina, mentally tough. She's always sweating profusely, and she just never stops. She's like the Energizer Bunny. She's got a motor that just keeps going and going and going. But I think Mike Tyson said it best. Everyone has a game plan until you get knocked in the mouth. Now, Osaka said a couple years ago that, you know, not being seeded in these tournaments like this, these 500s, you know, these Masters, it's actually refreshing because you get to play more matches. You get to play and warm up, get used to the conditions. Dasha played Marta, very tough matchup. She's used to the conditions. This is a spot here where Sabalenka is trying to get her number 2 and number 1 ranking back, right? Since she's been both. She's going to have to win this tournament and hope Coco does not go deep for her to. She's 200 points behind Coco. Win the tournament, you get 500 points. She's going to be gunning here. And I don't think there's much Dasha can do. I just don't. I mean, Dasha loves to get balls back, but there's no pace on them. It's all defensive. Sabalenka can step up. Her drop shots are looking really good. I just think Sabalenka is going to be too good for Dasha here. I like Sabalenka to get the victory. And those are the picks, guys. What do we got? Sabalenka to win. We're back in the first set. Ons to win. What do we say? First set over 8.5. Pegula, Vekic, first set over 8.5, and Queen win to win at least a set. So that's it. Tennis in a minute. Coco's next. Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, taking on Ekaterina. Now, the last time these two ladies played, I think, was on the Chinese leg of the tour, the Asian leg of the tour, where Coco won. Getting revenge from when they played last year in Berlin, and this was the turning point for Coco's career, right? And I joke a lot with her relative, where they show on the camera a lot and say that's her father. I'm very aware of Coco's father. I've been following her career for a long time. It's a joke. You gotta have fun. There's so many haters when Coco plays that you got to have fun with it. And sometimes I'll troll back, but they're just so negative. Sometimes they'll bait you in. And look, I'm not perfect. Someone talking trash, I might talk a little trash back. But the reality here is Coco's a really, really good player, and we have to start acknowledging that. We have to realize that. I don't know if you guys follow media, but Coco's by far the most talked about player in media. And then Iga. It's them. It's Coco and Iga, without a doubt. So when we talk about big three, big four, to leave Coco out of there is a joke, because Coco's by far she's the most talked about tennis player. And all these people that talk trash, they don't even realize this. They don't follow tennis media. Coco has like 10 articles written about her every single day. She's big. And all of them are positive. It's all good stuff. So Coco's very popular. We love her. She's great for the sport. But last year when she played Ekaterina in Berlin, that was a turning point for her career. Go watch the video, and look, a lot of people, they just started following the channel, but we've called it how it is, And I said during that stretch when Coco was struggling, I said it's time for a change. She's growing up. She's older. She's a teenager. She was 19 at the time. It's time for a change. You could see it. She lost that match against Katarina last year because she didn't want to play. She was not playing. She was frustrated. You could see the look on her face. She did not want to be there. And that was in Berlin. She lost. She got a bagel in the second set. After beating Katarina in Dubai. It's just Coco during that stretch before they brought on Brad Gilbert. She was really, really stressed. And I just felt that as a young teenager, dealing with all this stuff, trying to be a professional, media obligations, so many endorsements and obligations. You got to realize, for the tennis stars, the mega stars, superstars, it's not just play tennis, practice, eat, rest, recover, work out. No, there's media obligations, there's business deals, there's a lot of things she's running and organizing in the background, dealing with her managers, and then finding time to practice. I felt at that time of her career, she had just had enough, and mentally she needed a break. And you could see it in that match. She did not play that second set. She didn't even try for much of the first set. She wasn't even checked in. But she's back, ladies and gentlemen. And she is having a phenomenal career. I mean, she's 30-9 on the year. On grass, she's got a good win percentage. For every, three matches on grass, she wins 2. Coco's always had a winning season on grass. She had a great clay run, 12-4 this year. And she hasn't played, though. These are the matches that can be a little scary when Ekaterina's taking out Beatrice Haddad. That's pretty scary because Beatrice got a lot of power. But I think Coco is most likely going to win Wimbledon. I already took Coco to win Wimbledon. I put $5 on it, and I think she's going to win Wimbledon. So that was my future pick. I put $5 on it. We're going to see if it wins. I think she's going to win Wimbledon. Take Iga out the equation. Iga's not going to win Wimbledon. So just take her out that equation. Who do we have left for top players? We have Sabalenka, Rybakina, Ons, Pegula, Marketa. You got players like Vekic and Svitolina that can hang around, but I don't think they're going to beat Coco. I think Coco's going to win Wimbledon, and it's going to start with her doing well here. So I like Coco to get the victory here, and the reason why, I think she's serving better. I think her defense is going to be really well with Katarina, forcing her to just hit wide and long. I say it all the time. Katarina misses the worst out of all players inside the top 20. Coco's going to mix in short balls and make her move. I played the clip against Robin Montgomery, Coco's bestie, where Katarina had 3 match points. She had a wide open volley and just hit it into the stands. Coco knows that. They're going to put a lot of pressure on Ekaterina to produce, and I think she's going to make mistakes. So I like Coco to get the victory here, and I like her to go deep in this tournament. I mean, this is a stacked draw, guys. This is a really stacked draw. We have all the best players here. I mean, looking at the draw, if Coco gets past Ekaterina, next up she'll take on the winner of Ons and Noskova. And that's a matchup where I think she beats either one of those. I think Ons is going to come through there. That puts Coco into the semifinal. She would have to worry about Kinwin Jung or Pegula. I think she gets past those, which is going to put her in the final. On the other side of the bracket, we have Rybakina, who should get past Kudermetova, but I think she's going to struggle with Victoria Azarenka on grass. And then we have Marketa and Anna Kalinskaya. The winner of that's going to take on the winner of Dash and Sabalenka, which I think Sabalenka comes through there, but Anna Kalinskaya or Marketa is going to give Sabalenka problems. If Rybakina finds a way to get through Vika, I think Rybakina takes out Sabalenka. If Vika takes out Rybakina, I think Vika has a chance to take out Sabalenka. Vika plays very well on grass as well. Either way, guys, Coco is going to have a deep run here. This is the toughest match for Coco in this bracket. If she gets past Ekaterina, which I think she will, I think she beats Ons or Noskova without a problem. Pegula or Vekic, Queen wins, Katarina. She'll beat any of those players without a problem. So this is Coco's test right here, Ekaterina. Why? Because Ekaterina does have a lot of power. Players that have a lot of power, they can really change the rally. They can set the tone. They can put you on the back foot. They can change everything. You can game plan for any player as much as you want, but when they have power, that can disrupt anything. And Katarina has power, but I think Coco's defense is going to be too much. That's the pick, guys. I think Coco gets past here, and Coco's probably going to find herself in the championship match, winning this tournament as well. Looking good, getting ready into Wimbledon. Coco's my pick to win it all here, guys. That's my pick on the future. Tennis in a minute. Stay tuned.